Hi, it's Anne. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new bullet journal video. Today I am taking you through my 2020 bullet journal setup, and this year I am using a KKK dot grid journal in the color Vintage Rose. My favorite thing about this book is, well, for one, it's gorgeous, but secondly, the pages are bright white, which I love. I hate cream pages. I hate them so much. It's got a 5mm dot grid, and it's also got a pocket in the back for you to keep notes or stickers or whatever you want to stick in there. They're also giving you a whole lot of ideas to create, like different spreads, got daily pages and monthly pages and little collections and stuff like that. And I think it's really cool that they included that, just to kind of help you get started if you're new to this world. If there's one thing that I wish I could change, it's the thickness of the papers. I kind of wish that it was the same thickness as the spreads that they put in the back pocket. I wish that was the paper inside the book, because it feels a little bit more substantial. Yeah, that would be my one remark and fear, is that the paper might be a little bit too thin for my liking, but we will find out, I suppose. Another thing that I was kind of worried about when I bought this journal is that it's not a standard A5 size. It's actually like a little bit more narrow and taller than an A5. So if you compare it to the grossest looking Leuchtturm I've ever seen, you can see that it's maybe about a centimeter taller and also like a centimeter like less wide. Is that how you say it? It's less wide. Yeah. I don't know. It's more narrow. There you go. English. God. Anyways, the inside cover is this gorgeous abstract pattern, and then you've got some information and branding. Once you get into the actual dot grids, you have one grid page and then you have a table of contents, and here you put in the title and the page number. However, something to note is that these pages are not numbered, so if you want to use this, you're gonna have to number them yourself. The rest of the book is just the plain bright white dot grid pages, and honestly I've been looking everywhere, but I can't find the number of pages or the paper thickness, which is a little bit odd. And I mean there's no way that I'm gonna be counting these pages, so you know, if I'm bored one day, I'll let you know. If you already counted, please let me know how many they are. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the setup, shall we? The first thing I did was to do a pen test. I did some highlighters, including a erasable highlighter. I did my Tombow markers, some fine liners and brush pens, and I also tried out my gel pen. There were a lot of ghosting except for the erasable highlighter and the gel pen, and the highlighter, like the standard highlighter, actually bled through a little bit, where, you know, where you start and finish, where the ink kind of gathers up a little bit more. So yeah, not gonna be using highlighters in this one. My very first page that I set up in this book was my key and my color code, and when I set this up, I really wanted it to be kind of minimal and timeless, and this is something that I'm gonna look back at throughout the whole year. So I want these first pages to be a little more discreet and not really themed in any way. So I chose this really pretty font. It's called Vogue, and I found it on thefont.com, and I'm just pairing that with my cursive and normal handwriting. And then, just to spice things up a little bit, I did end up adding some flowers, like really simple, easy doodle flowers at the bottom, and you'll see a little bit later as well, I'm putting them as accents on pretty much every spread. But I'm so in love with how these daisies look. They're just the prettiest. they're my fave. So when I started planning for this setup, I was actually only gonna be using like stickers and washi tape because I have a lot of washi tape, but I never use it because I don't know why. I don't know. So in the beginning, I was only gonna use washi tape and probably some stickers to spice things up, but yeah, it was a little too minimal for my style, so I ended up adding in the flowers as well. I'm also adding in a black border all around the page just to kind of frame it, and then adding in that gorgeous gold glitter washi tape. I'm so in love with this one. I think I got it off of Wish like years ago, and it's so gorgeous. And after this setup, I'm kind of running out and I'm freaking out a little bit because it's so pretty. So as you can see, my camera totally cut out, but I did end up filling in the white space of the letters as well, just because it looked a little too weak. Is that the right way to say it? I don't know. Anyways, it needed something more, and I think that filling the letters in with that black was the perfect choice, and I love the way this turned out. The next spreads that I'm gonna be setting up is my future log, and there are actually 3 spreads with my future log because I'm only fitting 4 months on each spread, aka 2 months on each page. Go figure. Again, I'm keeping this super simple, and I adore this font. It's so pretty. For the main part of all of these spreads, I'm gonna be using my gel pen from Simply Gilded. It's not only gorgeous, it also writes beautifully. And to do the smaller text and the numbers, I am using a Pigma Micron in the size 0.005, I believe. Yeah, maybe. If you're curious to any of the things that I'm using, I will link everything in the description box down below. I mean, except for the washi tape, because I'm pretty sure I can't find that link anywhere. So yeah, it's from Wish anyways. I know it's from Wish, I just have no idea what store from Wish. So yeah, you know, sorry. Again, I'm finishing this spread off with the just framing square around the whole thing, and I think it ties it together so nicely. Also, can you see the sparkle on that washi? Like, what? It's just all the sparkles. I love it. It's gorgeous. Ugh. Ugh. Also, filling in the letters once again because it feels like it needs that little oomph to just like stand out against the washi and everything else and have the page kind of more interesting. I feel like it's a little bit bland with the letters like not filled in, although I love the letters not filled in just the way they are, but I think that the spread somehow looks unfinished when they're like that. So yeah, really glad I filled them in. Love that decision. I'm just gonna speed through these last few months because it's basically just the same thing again and again and again. So I'll just show you guys the finished piece, like right here. Yeah, there you go. The next page is my goals and resolutions for 2020. I have 3 different sections. One section is for the goals themselves. The next section is for why I want to reach said goal. And the third section is how, like, actual steps can I reach this goal? What do I need to do to reach this goal? So yeah, I think it's really important not to just be like, oh, I'm gonna start working out, and then it's like, it's gotta be something that you can like track. I think it's important to have the background as of what is the motivation to reaching this goal, and the very, very most important thing is to have a plan and know how to actively work towards this goal. So yeah, that's why I have these 3 sections, and it's super simple, but I like it. The very next page is my 20 in 2020. It's a lot of 20s and 2s and 0s, and yes, guess what I'm doing? Basically, I'm making 20 little boxes, and within each box I'm gonna write a smaller goal, like not one of the main goals that I'm gonna have on the other page, but just add in a smaller goal, something that's very achievable, something that maybe I've been putting off doing but that I really want to do, like getting a cover up on the tattoo on my arm. I hate that one so much, and I'm gonna do a full sleeve because I already got the half sleeve from like the shoulder and down, and then I don't like the forearm action right now. So what I want to do there is to finally get the cover up, and that's gonna be one of my 20 in 2020. So yeah, basically just small things like that, small achievable things that you can just tick off. It's kind of like a bucket list, I guess, more than resolutions or goals, or yeah, kind of like a bucket list. That's what it is. Speaking of goals, something that I really want to do is to get into the habit of drawing every single day. And it doesn't have to be for a long time, but I need to be drawing every day because I want to improve and I want to learn new techniques and stuff like that. So here I am setting up my 365 challenge. That should have been a 366 challenge because this year is a leap year and February's got that extra day. So anyways, 366 challenge. I'm drawing out 366 little dots, and they're corresponding to the month, as you can see. And basically what I'm gonna do is the day I draw, I'm gonna put a little bigger dot on top of the dot so that so that I can see that I've actually drawn that day. And my plan is to make 366 artist trading cards, so I don't have to draw for a long time. It doesn't have to be super detailed or whatever. If I want to just draw a freaking smiley face, that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna create 366 artist trading cards this year. That's the plan. That's my project. That's my challenge. Wish me luck. Next up is the most generic New Year's resolution ever, right? Like, I'm gonna work out more. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna do all the things. And this is my fitness goals and plan. I think the plan part is the most important part, because without the plan part you're not gonna reach the goal part. So yeah. Here I'm just gonna write down my goals, what it is I want to achieve, and very detailed how I plan to achieve set goals. Again, really important. On the right hand side of this spread I am putting down results, and here I am putting down my weight. I have access to this scale that does like water percentage and like body fat and muscle mass and like a whole ton of different stuff like that. So basically I'm writing down the results of that scale. Yeah, so all the things from that, along with some measurements on my upper arm, my chest, my waist, my booty, and my thigh. That's the things that I want to keep track of and kind of track my progress that way, because I feel like the measurements is probably gonna show me more than what the scale is gonna do. So that's why I decided to add that in as well. I have 12 different sections that I can write all of the results in, and so, you know, if you do the math, that's once a month. I don't want to obsess over weight, and I don't want to obsess over having this certain body type, so I don't think that weighing in every week or whatever is something that would be relevant to me, because it doesn't matter that much. The bigger point is how I feel and what I see when I look in a mirror, and just being happy and confident in my own skin. Anyways, that's a ramble. Next up. Also super simple, but like the cutest spread ever. I'm doing a doctor's appointments page spread thing. I am keeping this one super duper simple, and I'm just adding in the one flower doodle on the right hand page, and on the left hand page I'm using this little heart that I cut out from the washi tape as the O in doctors. Well, the second O, not the first one, obviously, you can see. For the O in doctors, yeah, one of them, not both of them, just the one. And this is where I plan to write down basically all the things that I need to go see my doctor for, and also what they say, kind of progress on things. Like right now I'm waiting for an x-ray so I can kind of write down symptoms and stuff like that, so when I go to the doctor it's gonna be more easy for me to actually remember all the things, because as of now when I go to the doctor and I'm trying to figure out like what's actually been going on, I can think of maybe like 1/3 of the whole picture, so I think writing it down is gonna be really helpful. Yeah. Next up is also another really like handy dandy little spread idea, and I call it clean house because it's all the things that I need to do to clean my house. Makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay, so I got 4 different categories, which is bathroom, bedroom, art room, and then kitchen slash entrance slash hallway, whatever you want to call it. And underneath each kind of category, I will write down all the things that I need to do to clean said space. And this is basically just gonna help me stay on top of this, because I want to keep my to-do lists somewhat short, and this way I can just put like deep clean kitchen as one thing, and then I can go to, okay, what's the things I need to do to get the whole kitchen, you know? So I think this is gonna save me some time in the long run, and also a few less spots on my to-do list. So yeah, I thought it was a neat idea, and I'm probably gonna come back and decorate this page because I'm not loving it the way it is now. I feel like it's a little bland, to be honest, and I think that the plan from the beginning was to put some post-it notes with some flowers on, but I honestly haven't had the time nor the energy. So I just wanted to get this video up for you guys. It's already late. It's like the 7th today. Holy crap, it's the 7th of January, guys. It's been 1 week already. So I need to get this up, and I figured I can add the post-its later. But I probably will, yeah. Just pretty it up a little bit. Last but not least, we have the to-do list. That's right, another to-do list. This is things that I do daily, things that I do weekly, things that I do monthly, and guess what? Things that I do yearly. That's right. This is just gonna be a way for me to keep track on all the things I need to do, when I need to do them, and just keep it all in one place. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this spread. It's washi tape is still gorgeous, so yeah, that I can say. Anyways, I think I'm done rambling. Here's a final flip through of all the spreads that you've seen me set up today. I also got like a bunch of other spreads that I've set up that I didn't film setting up. However, like if you want me to like walk you guys through them as well, it's a bunch of economy and finance spreads and a little bit of like social media tracking and planning and content scheduling kind of thing. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, just let me know and I can totally make that happen for you guys. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done rambling. Thank you so much for listening to my rambles and watching this video. You guys are awesome. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please consider. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day or night or evening or whatever it is as you're watching this, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching and happy planning. Bye!